husband entered his wife's room for the first time. Only then did he discover that the person who got up at 5 every morning to make breakfast for him was not the nanny, but his wife. His wife even wrote down his preferences and pasted them on the wall, yet he was completely unaware that his wife had gastric cancer. Previously, when his wife's family had an investment failure, she called her husband, who was the president of a company, for help. However, the husband was too lazy to pay attention and hung up the phone directly. During the monthly family medical check-ups, the man's family didn't allow the woman to participate. It was not until the wife went to the hospital for a check-up alone that she found out she was already in the advanced stage of gastric cancer. By then, the woman finally woke up to the fact that in these 10 years, she had worked like a beast of burden for the family, only to be physically and mentally tortured in return. So, she resolutely filed for divorce from her husband and left the mansion without looking back. A month later, the woman's condition worsened. Since she didn't take a single cent from her husband when she left, she couldn't afford the high medical treatment costs now. Helplessly, the woman's sister called the president, informed him of the woman's situation, and asked for 100,000 yuan for treatment. But the president misunderstood that his wife was greedy for money and told her to come back and get it herself. The sister was so angry that she cursed the president as a brute, while the woman persuaded her sister not to go to the president anymore. She didn't want to humble herself before the president any longer. Even if she had little time left in her life, she wanted to live for herself once. People around the president reminded him that the woman hadn't sold the gifts and bank cards he gave her, in case she might need them urgently. But the president thought his wife was insatiable. It was not until he learned that when the woman left, those gifts and bank cards were left in the cloakroom that the president began to suspect that he had misunderstood her. However, he still thought that his wife was playing hard to get. Later, the woman's condition deteriorated further, and the virus spread throughout her body. The doctor suggested giving up treatment. After waking up, the woman told her sister that she had had a lot of nightmares. She also said that after her death, she wanted to be buried beside her parents in the northern suburbs and never wanted to see her husband again. Her sister agreed to her request and took her home. Soon after, the woman passed away. When the president learned the news, he didn't believe it at first. After rushing to the funeral, he thought it was his wife's revenge on him and demanded that the mourning hall be removed so that he could see his wife. It was not until the woman's sister showed him the woman's urn that he had to accept the reality. At this time, the woman's sister angrily accused the president, saying that when the woman was diagnosed with advanced cancer, she had called him, but saw him leaving with his beloved mistress. The president woke up as if from a dream, filled with remorse. He sent people to look for the woman's whereabouts everywhere, but it was all too late. During this period, the president's mother, due to the decline of the Tang family, wanted him to be with his mistress and even suspected that the woman was faking her illness. The president also recalled the scene when the woman brought soup to his company. At that time, he thought the woman was embarrassing him in the company. Now that he had lost her, he realized his mistake.